Well, today we're going to go over some roxor lift kits ideas. I've seen a lot of people online wondering which way they should go, and I'll give you my opinion on which way you should go. And I wouldn't go the way I went, but the way I went ain't that bad. So, you can get lift springs for them. You can do a leaf over. You can get the rough country 2-inch or 2.5-inch leaf drop kit, or you can change it all up, rip everything out, 3-link it and everything, which I will probably do eventually, because you're going to get a better ride, you're going to flex better, but it's a bunch of work. So to get up and going, what should you do? So I put the 2-inch drop leaf bracket, basically, something like that. I don't know what they call it, from rough country. And basically what it does is on your front leaf spring on the back side where your leaf spring bolts up, there's a bracket, it goes there, and you bolt it on and it just drops it down 2 inches. You bolt leaf spring, a little longer shackles on the front's done, add some shackles to the rear, done. 2 hours, lift kit installed, $300, good to go. Well, there's a few little issues with it. So let's go over the problems that I'm having here. And I mean, they're not horrible problems. I mean, most people would be fine with it. But so down here, this guy, I got a log stuck in here one day, back for hitting that. Well, that's that drop bracket I put on. So you get hung up on stuff on it. Most of the time you'll be fine, but now and again it will cause an issue. So then you come around over here to the front. Let's take a look down here. So all this stuff hanging down all gets in the way. Now, if the leaf springs were sitting on top of the axle, that'd be nice and clean through there. Yeah, I don't know if I was pointing the camera at it, but you'll figure it out by the end of this. So leaf springs on top, less dragging. I noticed when I'm up in the snow, I got my pumpkin drag mark, and then I got my leaf hangers drag marks. The more stuff you're dragging, the more it drags you down. So you can just torch off these leaf spring mounts on your axles, weld them on top, and put your leaf springs back on, and you get a 5-inch lift. Good to go. No issues. They sell the brackets that where you don't torch them off, they clamp right over them, top and bottom there, and then you put your leaf springs on. Good to go. You probably want to put a couple little welds on there, make sure it don't go anywhere. But each their own. So you got those few options there, and then you got your option with going with lift springs. Every time I buy lift springs, they ride like crap. They're stiff as can be. I don't know why. These factory springs are always softer and better ride, so that's why I didn't want to go with the lift springs. So we put that on there, and then I went ahead and wanted a little bit more lift, so I added, inch longer shackles to the front. Right now I got, I think they're 6 3/4 inch long shackles on here. So then, of course, I wanted more lift, so I put a little bit longer ones on. Well, then I got bump steer, and I like bump steer, so I had to take those longer ones off, put the 6 3/4 ones back on, and I don't have any bump steer at all. So it's critical, you make it drive right. And then around the back, all I did was put 8-inch long ones, and it was good to go. So, and I got something else down here I'll show you. I put on, and I was having this popping and cracking from my leaf spring bushings coming out, which Mahindra, I don't know, it's been 2 months and they're thinking about warrantying them. I mean, 2 months, I got 700 miles on it, but we're not going to get into that. They do what they want to do. So, but I got these things, these pads on here, and I got revolving shackles that fold up on this that go down. I get an extra 6 inches of drop with my rear end with those, so it works pretty good when you're out in the summertime and crawling snow. I don't seem to have much issue. But yeah, well, those are the lift ideas that I all came up with, and every different person's running on the internet. So look around, figure out which way you want to go. All right, have a good one.